Nkrumah was to leave council, I thought that it would be difficult to find his replacement. But Ajibade Oke has proved that he is also an Acen product. He's doing very well. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the council, I wish all of us a very fruitful conference. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, I believe we can do better. One more time, a resounding applause. We have here a past president of the Association for Consulting Engineering in Nigeria, Engineer Joseph I. Folayan, FNSC. You're welcome and you are duly recognized, sir. We also have amongst us another past president of Acen, the only female president of FIDIC Africa. FIDIC is the International Federation for Consulting Engineers, and the regional body is FIDIC Africa. I have the privilege of recognizing Engineer Mrs. Mayen Adetiba, FNSC, FANG. You are recognized, ma'am. The Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, to please give the goodwill message.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be amongst consummate engineers. Before I go along, I'll stand on the existing protocols, and my message will be very brief. I'm giving the message on behalf of the National President of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture. On behalf of the Council and entire members of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, NASIMA, I warmly welcome all participants to this event, and I express my gratitude for the invitation. I commend and congratulate the President of Acen, Engineer F. Ajibade Oke, Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, for bringing your wealth of experience and leadership in piloting the affairs of this association. I also commend the organizing committee for putting together this event and applaud the choice of the theme of this year's annual conference, the role of consulting engineers in infrastructural development in a resource economy. This is a very relevant topic in view of the pivotal roles the consulting engineers plays in the areas of decision-making and planning in infrastructure development. It is worthy of note that engineering is the bedrock of any meaningful infrastructure development of any country, with key roles in planning, developing, building, and maintaining of public infrastructure stock.
Annual conference, seminar, and AGM.
Myself, Vinod Sankar from LG Electronics, and I have my colleagues here, and we are authorized. Our authorized distributor for Nigeria's representative is here. Thank you for all of us for giving us this opportunity, and good work for Acen team. They have set up a good space. So without wasting time, let me just quickly show around our profile. So we are LG Electronics. We have our corporate office in Lekki, where we have all our engineers. They sit here. They are all certified engineers, and we also encourage them to pass their certifications. We have our internal certifications called level 3. So we have regular exams for them to keep their mind sharpened. So all the engineers here are level 3 certified, and then for any technical support, we have RHQ in South Africa, and then we can give cooling and heating. All the machines are heat pump models, and then we can give air purifications, hot water solutions. Say if you have a hotel, we have something called hydro kits. So with the same LG outdoor unit, you can even get hot water using a simple accessories called hydro kits. And then controls and energy management system. If I speak about centralized controllers, the minimum we can connect 16 units, and maximum we can connect up to 8,192 units. So say a 20-story building, we can just connect from a single remote. And all these centralized remote controllers, it's open to connect with your existing BMS system. We have something called I/O module. With this simple device, you can connect your BMS, and we have a device for calculating the energy. Say a building have 3 or 4 tenants, they're using the same air conditioning unit. So we have a device for them to calculate the actual energy usage, and then automatically at the month end it will print the bill and then directly email it to you. So we have that available. So for underfloor heating, again with the same hydro kit, we can do underfloor heating, everything. So these are our global production sites and sales offices. We have 11 global production sites in the world, and then 53 global sales offices. Yeah, please next. So all the 3 stages, we can assure the best quality. First, we go for planning and design. Yeah, next please. Yeah, just click on it. So these are some of our softwares, I would say. So LATS Energy, so this is the software it's used to calculate the energy usage of your building. If you give us a plan, and then what is the energy consumption you need, we can work it on and then give it to you. What kind of units you may go with, this efficiency is low, this efficiency is high. So all this can be achieved this. And LATS CCC, LCC, it's LATS life cycle cost. If you're having a system in your building, we can calculate. Say you want to refurbish the air conditioning system in your building, we can just take your existing design, we can calculate the life cycle, and then we can propose, okay, if I give a new LG system, how much it cost? What is the existing unit's life cycle? What should be the payback period? We can do all this using this softwares. And then we have LATS HVAC, it's like a selection software. You can use our LG, we can select our LG indoor units, outdoor units, so it will give you the copper pipe sizes, everything. And you can, it's the simplest way, and we are almost went to consultants. We are now giving them trainings on it. If anybody needs this training, just let me know. We can come to your office and then give a training on this. It's a handy tool. And LATS Thermo V, it's for a AWHP system, say a chillers, it can show you what is the CO2 emissions, everything. And again, we have chiller models. We can select the chillers, whatever, according to the capacity. So coming to the LATS CAD, as I briefly explained to you about the LATS HVAC, this is LATS HVAC in a AutoCAD. So actually, you can draw it in a LATS CAD. So all the units, model numbers will appear, and then copper pipe sizes will be simulated automatically. And LATS Revit, the same in 3D. Wrote the catalogs, and LG B2B partner portal in a brief way in internet, same like the previous one. Yeah, coming to the construction, yeah, just click on it. So coming to the construction, we can do a CFD analysis. You can say like if a building you want to know the air path of outdoor unit and indoor units, we can do a CFD analysis. The same as noise analysis, we can see, okay, what is the sound next to 1 meter, 3 meter, what next to the outdoor units. All these things can be simulated using these tools. And we have a field event, say like all our field engineers, say like a technical support engineers, they're already here in Nigeria. It's not like that some problem comes, we call somebody from Korea. So we have our inbuilt team here. They're always on the field. So coming to about field living process, we have field engineers for access and proposal. We have engineers for spec-in and award, installation up to startup. So all we have our representatives in here in Nigeria. Yeah, next slide, please. So these are our academies. We have globally 73 academies. We have one in Nigeria in Unilag. Now we are developing one more in close to Ikeja for everyone's convenience. So when it opened, we will let you know. So you can send your engineers. Probably every Friday we will have a training sessions there. So one of our engineers will be there, so they can give you about like not only about LG products, from HVAC basic refrigeration cycles, what going on the global trend now. So everything can be discussed over there. Yeah, next please. Yeah, coming to operation and maintenance. Yeah, click on it. So we have an application called LG ThinkQ. So it is a like very handy application you can install in your mobile phone, and it can be like connected with all your LG appliances, say like washing machine, TV, AC, everything. So anywhere sitting around, you can just see what is happening in your house. So these, as I told you before, these are like our Bacon cloud solutions. So sitting, if a big project is there, we can take a contract, and then we can sit in like a remote location in our office, and then we can see what is happening in the building actually. We are doing this kind of setup in Dubai, where like there are 3 hotels, like they have made agreement with us. So our engineers put a cloud a platform there, and sitting in our office, they see what is happening there. Okay, if there is an issue, they prepare spares. Okay, send an engineer. Those kind of activities. Presently, it's not in Nigeria, but for big projects, we can support. Yeah, next please. So these are our maintenance service. As I explained you, we have engineers here, and we have all the spares available here in Nigeria. So everybody might have known about Foani. They're like big in the industry and financially good. So they have very good engineering team, and then they can do installation. They have spares for our like say like a multi-V unit. They have all that spares at any time. So it's whenever there is an issue, we will not depend on like Dubai or Korea. We have all the spares available right here in Nigeria. So energy audits, we can do energy audit for your buildings. Yeah, next please. Yeah. So these are our global reference sites. So USA to Vietnam, all the reference sites have been listed here. Yeah, next please. Come to the units. We got like best company awards for Underwriters Laboratory, continuous like 4th year. All the units are like certified by AHRI, UL certified.
Thank you very much, LG Electronics. Please, we'll quickly take more recognitions. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have here a past president of the Association for Consulting Engineering in Nigeria, Engineer Sir Edet E.J. Amana, FNSC, FANG. We also have the representative of the chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Builder Mrs. Sekirat Adenike Said, FNIOB. You are duly recognized. Okay. We will also listen to VACC Technical Limited, after which then we have the keynote address. So VACC. VACC, I'm told they're here ready. While waiting for VACC, please permit me to invite the representative of the chairman of Cobron. I'd like to invite Builder Mrs. Sikirat Adenike's side for Cobron's goodwill message.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Shall the consulting engineers present here? I'm here to present the speech of the chairman, Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, who is also member of this body, this association. I think he's the coordinator for the Southwest here. So I go straight to his speech. Speech at the annual conference, AGM, of Association for Consulting Engineering in Nigeria, Acen, on 2nd November 2022, by the chairman of the Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria, Cobron Builder Samson Amen Okpalua, PhD, FNIOB, FNSC, FNIM. The protocols. I don't know whether all these people that he is recognizing are here. The president, Council of Registration of Engineering, Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, Engineer Ali A. Rabiu, FNSE. The president, Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Tasil Saad Jigari Wudil, FNSC. Council and ESCO members of ACM, past president of ACM, SONA coordinators of ACM, distinguished members of ACM, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to have been invited to research
at the 20th for Consulting Engineering in Nigeria on Wednesday, 2nd November 2022 at the Sheraton Lagos Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. Although the theme of this year's event is the role of consulting engineers in infrastructural development in a recessed economy, let me point out that Nigeria's economy is not in recession. While it is true that Nigeria has been through 2 periods of recession, it must be remembered that the first recession was foretold in 2014 by Nigeria's then Minister of Finance and Coordinator of the Economy before the Muhammadu Buhari administration. The expansive infrastructural commitment of the administration from its yearly increased capital budget was one of the strategies that quickly grew the economy. It must be to the credit of the Buhari administration that it quickly reversed a foretold recession by deploying the right policies. The second recession, which occurred in 2020, is better described as a black swan event. It was caused by the outbreak of COVID-19, a global event that no one foresaw. To the credit of the Buhari administration, this recession was again quickly arrested and reversed by the deployment of appropriate policies, including a commitment to investment in infrastructure. While it is true that there is always a time lag between policies, programs, projects, and results, the benefits of the massive investments in infrastructure are slowly beginning to impact the economy. Travel time on major highway rehabilitation and reconstruction progress are beginning to reduce according to a survey report of commuters and vehicle operators who traverse these routes. The feedback is that there is a reduction of about 56% in the time spent to travel these routes, as improvements are being made in the quality and conditions of the roads through some work still, though some work still remains to be done. In the process of construction, many businesses are benefiting by rendering their services either as suppliers of construction materials like bitumen, aggregates, reinforcement, diesel, cement, etc. These businesses are largely micro, small, medium enterprises, popularly called MSMEs, and they are the drivers of growth and employment in every economy. It is in this context that I propose to examine the role of consulting engineers, because they are largely MSMEs, being largely owned by individuals or groups of individuals. While the infrastructure commitment of the Buhari administration is being executed through diverse ministries such as transportation, aviation, and others, it is to the Ministry of Works and Housing, particularly the work sector, that I focus my intervention. Currently, the work sector is undertaking 1,642 contractors nationwide, covering over 13,000 kilometers of road network and bridges, and consulting engineers play a large role in this process from design to supervision. Currently, the ministry employs the services of 274 design consultants and 162 supervision consultants, all members of the family of consulting engineers, Acen. They in turn collectively employ the services of thousands of people who assist them in executing their contracts with us. Now to the big question. What does a consulting engineer do? Let me answer this question by telling you a story. One Saturday morning, one of my mentees came to visit me and asked if I could introduce him to the Vice President of Nigeria, because he wanted to build a highway from Lagos to Abuja. I responded by asking him if he had done any area survey of the route, to which he replied in the negative. I asked him if he had contacted the governors of the states through which the highway will pass to connect Lagos and Abuja, because the acquisition of land will have to be done by them under the Land Use Act. Again, he said no. When he seemed to think that I was unwilling to set up the meeting with the Vice President without a convincing reason, I then asked him. I asked him what he knew about road construction, because he is quite knowledgeable and proficient in other fields. He said I should advise him on what he needed to do. So I told him that amongst other things, he needed to, 1, establish a right-of-way through area mapping and actual survey. 2, conduct an environmental and social impact assessment of relocating people, farmlands, and building through water courses and protecting biodiversity. 3, undertake enumeration of people whose land may be impacted for compensation purposes. 4, conduct geotechnical investigation, soil tests in local language, and hydrological surveys where there are rivers or water bodies. 5, identify sources and supply of building materials. 6, Meet with each governor whose state is impacted in order to start the process of acquisition. And 7, conduct a traffic survey to understand the number and type of vehicles that are likely to use the road. I then told him that although the things I have advised him to do are not listed in any sequence, they must be done in addition to other things to inform him about the type of design necessary for the road and the financial and economic viability of the project in order to address financing. By the time I finished, he simply said to me, I don't want to build a road anymore. I don't want to meet the vice president again. Just find something for me to do to earn a legitimate income. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope that our story gives at least an insight into what consulting engineers do even before the construction of a road starts. All of the things that I advise the mentee to do and more are the responsibility of consulting engineers and other professionals. When we bear in mind the fact that consulting engineers are also involved in the supervision of the actual construction and the diverse roles they play in ensuring quality control and value for money when they act professionally, it is unarguably that consulting engineers have an important role to play in a developing economy like Nigeria. The full extent of those roles during construction cannot be properly examined in the 15 minutes allotted for my speech. All of the roles that consulting engineers play are also regulated by contracts, and they also have roles to play as arbitrators, expert witnesses, and advisors when disputes arise. Perhaps all that remains for me to say is that policies initiated by the Buhari administration, such as the tax credit scheme, which allows the private sector to invest in infrastructure for future tax set-off, and the Highway Development Management Initiative, AGM, which seeks in the first phase to concession 12 routes of over 1,000 kilometers to the private sector, have opened vast fields of opportunities for consulting engineers in the road construction sector of the Nigerian economy. In an economy where the private sector is the biggest spender, this window of which government at the federal level has opened simply sets the stage for what is happening in the 36 states and the FCT and the private sector at large. As long as infrastructure remains a driver of